welcome to the King's Corner Sports Podcast. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Today's episode is going to be nice, short, and to the point. So we all see these quarterback controversy moves that are going around with the Eagles, Rams, Lions, supposedly the Texans, and the Seahawks. I have no problem with all these quarterbacks winning out, but there is one person I do have a problem with winning out of his situation, and that's Russell Wilson. I'm confused by what Russell Wilson really believes he can get out of his market. I mean, I know teams are going to trade for him because he's Russell Wilson, and if I was a team, I'd probably trade for him as well because of his name. But he's blaming all these things on his offense and saying it's not his fault. Excuse me, sir. I don't know if you remember this. As much flack as we give Pete Carroll for the play call, you were the guy that was at the line of scrimmage that could have changed the play to a run. You are the quarterback. And I'm sure if you did it, the coach would not be angry because it would have won the Super Bowl. You still threw that interception. Okay, let's move on. He then says, offensive line, I need more protection. Russell, yes, your O-line's bad, but you caused probably about 30% of those sacks. You hold on to the ball too long, and then you really think you're going to be able to go somewhere else and get a receiving core as good as you have in Seattle? In Seattle, think about what you have. You have a stable culture, a good head coach, a great running core, great receiving core. The only thing that's iffy is that offensive line and the tight ends. Your defense, once they had Jamal Adams, was a top 10 defense. Seriously, look at the stats. But why does Russell Wilson want out of Seattle? I mean, I can give you good reasons for everybody else. Carson Wentz, it was time. It was time to move on. Him and the Eagles were not seeing eye to eye. He needed to get out of Philadelphia. Matthew Stafford, he's been there 12 years. It was time to move on from Detroit. And Detroit was in rebuild. He wasn't ready. It was time to move on. Next, then we have Deshaun Watson. Of course Deshaun Watson needs to get out of Houston. It's dysfunctional. Houston hired a wide receivers coach as their head coach. I know I was all for the Joe Judge hire for the Giants last year, but I have no confidence in this Texans hire. He will be fired within a year or two. I mean, you can tell the Texans had no faith in that hire because they put his press conference on a Friday afternoon. When they're putting something on a Friday afternoon, that usually means they have no faith in their hire. What I'm trying to say is all these quarterbacks that are on the market, they have reasons on why they're moving on. Russell Wilson's makes the least amount of sense to me. You're in a stable environment. Seattle loves you. I mean, where do you think you're going to go and have adequate talent? Seriously. Where? Deshaun Watson's going to go somewhere, and they're going to trade their whole team. You don't think they'll do the same thing for Russell Wilson? I know Deshaun Watson's younger, but it's Russell Wilson. They're going to demand at least 3 first-round picks. Russell Wilson should not want out of Seattle whatsoever. Thank you for watching this episode of King's Corner. I hope you all have a wonderful day.